Okay, so now I've processed my cube after creating my time dimension. Now I want to make a certain point. Currently, I am in my cube, so this is kind of where I am, and this is going to be a main area where we're going to start completing our work. One of the things that's not present is we can see our time dimension that's created here, but notice down below we do not have our dimensions as part of our cube. And this is going to be critical when we want to start browsing our data and being able to create basically some kind of reports. And we know that there's an error because down here at the warnings, we still see that there is no time dimension. So we're asking ourselves, we created a time dimension, why is it not here? And it's because we need to add it right here into this location. So here's how we do it. It's really simple. We're going to right click in this field of dimensions, and it says add a cube dimension. And lo and behold, our dimensions pop up. We'll select on time and hit OK, and we should now see our time dimension as well. All right. So everything is starting to work well for us. I'm going to go ahead and hit Save All. Now the next thing that we need to do is add some calculations. We want to add some additional calculations to this view. Like so, for example, some of the calculations that we cannot get without doing some math is being able to get the total number of products produced, right? So currently, if we go to our browser here, and it's going to reconnect, and of course, it's going to take a little bit of time because that's how recording videos works, right? All right, so if we go to our browser here and we expand out some of our measures that are available to us, we have all of these measures that we can simply click and drag into this area and run a quick little report. Let me demonstrate real quick. I can now pull out accepted products, and let's say I wanted to do this based on, I don't know, product name. Let's go ahead and execute this query. And now we can see, based on the product that's created, how many accepted products were generated or produced, right? And so this is starting to become a really cool tool. But now if I wanted to be able to say how many products were made total, including those that were rejected, I don't have a total products column. Okay. So what I want to do is create a calculation that is going to be able to give me the total products. Also, if I wanted to get a percentage calculation, I also don't have that available. So we're going to make those. And the way that we make those types of additions is in the calculation areas of our cube. So let's go ahead and go to calculations. And by the way, the calculation information I've given to you in also our document. So feel free to go back to the document and follow along, and this will give you those calculations. So in this calculations area, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click in this little script organize area. I'm going to say new calculated member. And now we have a basic form that we have to kind of fill out. And so the first one is actually going to be total products. Okay, and in the expression, what we want in the expression is going to be the accepted products plus the rejected products. And here's a quick, easy way to include those. At the bottom left, we have measures, we have fact manufacturing, and all that I have to do is I can click and drag the accepted products here, and then plus the rejected products. And the last thing I need to do is format the string to standard, and I have the total products completed. I'm going to go ahead and hit save just to save my work. So let's do a new one. Let's do a new calculated member, and this one will be percent rejected. And this is simply going to be the measures of the rejected products divided by, and here's the fun part, we're now going to put, we're actually now going to put the total products here. But notice the total products are not currently listed here, but we already have a way that this is going to be presented. So what we're going to do is it'll be measures dot bracket total products. Now spelling matters here, so if you don't get the spelling right, this could create a small issue, right? I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And then I will now create a new one. This one will be called the percent accepted. And then this will be the accepted products, right? And that will be divided by, again, the total products. And the format string here is also going to be, actually, for the percents, these will be format string percented, or percent. By the way, I forgot to do that with percent rejected. That format string was also supposed to be percent. Okay, go ahead and save my work. And then the last thing I want is the average manufacturing time. So I will do a new calculated member, and this is going to be called the average okay, and the average manufacturing time is actually going to be the elapsed time for manufacture divided by the manufacturing count. So here I'm going to click and drag elapsed time, and I'll put a division, and then I will then put the manufacturing count. Okay, and this format string for here is going to be a standard. All right, and I am going to save everything. And I'm going to review all of my calculations. So for total products, right, I have measures of accepted products plus measures of rejected products. The format string is standard. For percent rejected, it is going to be the rejected products divided by the total products. And notice how I use the nomenclature here. The format string is now going to be percent. This is very similar to the accepted products. The only difference here is that the accepted products is used as the numerator. Format string also is percent. And then the average manufacturing time is the elapsed time for manufacturing divided by the manufacturing count. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to process this cube. All right, so since we've seen the processing of cubes before, I'm going to let this process, and the next step in our assignments is going to be able to add a KPI gauge, and we're going to look at that in the next video.